And that's the other point I want to make here that got completely left out of the discussion. As again, it was such a flat discussion of all the debaters. I'm going to say flat because they didn't bring in season and age in the salt discussion. I don't want to enter too deeply, but I will tell you from Ayurvedic, 3,000 years old, we know that children from 0 to 12 are going to be kapha. You don't want to have them exposed to dairy or salt. Okay? But when you enter vata, which is dehydration, major issue, the Ayurvedic wisdom will say you need a little salt. Now, I'm not saying put a lot of salt in your food, but and being in the desert, doesn't look like a desert now because we just had snow. But nevertheless, it does happen. A little bit of salt, and I'm talking about uncooked raw salt, which is distinctly different than, because it's ionic, is different than covalent salt, which you can't absorb into your body, whether it's Celtic or Himalayan or whatever. If it's cooked, no good. And certainly table salt, no good. That with age, where we're starting to dehydrate, and anybody with age will know, they're talking about staying, peeing a few times at night and so forth, all those kind of things. You want a little salt because it protects you against vata. And the Ayurvedic system is brilliant in how to treat vata. And so if you're a vata constitution, whatever age, you do need a little salt. And not that I like the taste of salt, but it makes a difference. And you're living in the desert, which is different than living in, damp, cold places and so forth. You need a touch of salt, high-grade live salt. I'll also make a point that the live salt is the frequency of the earth. And we take that and we build that frequency of the earth in us, and also the frequency of the ocean. So being able to bring those frequencies into you are good. Am I saying eat a lot of salt? I didn't say that. Okay. Am I saying if you're kapha, take salt? I didn't say that. But I'm saying appropriately use. And I will also tell you the main treatment for Addison's disease before they had steroids was salt. And I find that when people come in with hypoglycemia, and that's about 80% of the population, adrenal weakness, salt actually is part of the healing because these people get dehydrated and have all kinds of problems. So there are really clinical use as well as age-related use of these things. So I'm very hesitant of this kind of flat discussion that goes out there. It's going to cause cancer, or it's going to make high blood pressure. Appropriate use, I don't really have high blood. Not only do I not have high blood pressure, my body's so in good shape that it's low normal, which is fine. But my point is, when we fast, we also, in the desert, have a little salt because it's too easy for your blood pressure to drop. So we use it in a way that is clinically thoughtful rather than conceptually, this is it, you shouldn't have salt. So there are roles, there are places for that.